Hello everyone, I'm BodineVictoria. Welcome to my kitchen, and today we don't really have a pot, we have a pan and a rotisserie spit because today I'm going to be showing you how to make the easiest boneless leg of lamb, roasted and rotisserie, just in time for Mother's Day. BodinePot is sponsored exclusively by Showman E-Bistro, your friendly neighborhood meal kit Bahamas. Now, Boxy is on a trip around the world looking for new inspirations, but that doesn't mean that the inspiration has stopped in the Showman offices. Showman, who is committed to community, has partnered or sponsored the Evolve Fit and Fresh Family Challenge. So there is a meal kit that comes along with the challenge, as well as there is a family that is involved every week with showing you how they are getting active, how they are doing the absolute most to make sure that every member of their family is fit and eating fresh and achieving their wellness goals. I want you to go over to the Showman E-Bistro Instagram page as well as the Evolve Bahamas Instagram page to see our family's progress. Mother's Day is fast approaching, and I just wanted to give you a really nice recipe to show your mom how much you love her without you guys burning down the kitchen. Because I know some of us can't cook, and it's okay. That's why I'm here. One of the best appliances that I spent my money on happens to be this 12-inch Hamilton Beach rotisserie convection oven. At the time I purchased it about maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, it was only $110. And I can tell you that I absolutely love this appliance. And so I'm going to show you today how you can take the guesswork out of the cooking, how to make making a meal for your mom that much easier, and quite possibly just give you a gift that is energy efficient as far as electronic ovens goes, and also very easy to use and worth every single dollar that you spend. Take some lemon juice. Sometimes I forget that I'm recording, but we put a tablespoon of lemon juice, so that's going to give it flavor, but it's also going to help marinate and soften this up, along with a tablespoon or more of some olive oil. Here's the seasoning mix, but I'm using some lean nose lamb rub. I got it from Best Brew in the Airport Industrial Park. You want to go and check them out for really good seasonings. Here is some salt, and I'm going to tell you guys, it's so good. This is some garlic from my Showman E-Bistro meal kit. Yes, I still have stuff. And I'm adding a bay leaf into the center. This is actually fresh bay leaf I got from Aaron Green at the Gladstone Road Farmers Market a few weeks ago. And I'm using some fresh rosemary out of my landlady's yard. And so now we are going to kind of tie it up a little bit after we put our rotisserie spit in. And the reason why we're going to kind of tie it up after we put in the spit is just so that everything adheres to the spit. It's a whole lot easier this way. I also have plastic down because I don't want any of the blood that would have been left in it to drain all over the place. And I'm also going to be reusing it, even though I've already kind of cleaned up. And this is just me showing you how to attach the rotisserie spit. Literally, you just attach the other side, make sure that the meat is secure on the spit but not too close, and then you screw it down. And now we're tying it with string. Now y'all, please don't judge me. I only had this string here. You can use whatever clean string you have. Just use what you have. You don't have to really go with butcher string or cooking string. Use what you have, honestly and truly. Mommy used to use thread, and that was good enough for her, so this is good enough for me. Now we're going to wrap and refrigerate our lamb shank. Now, really and truly, I didn't really refrigerate mine for forever, but we want to be careful, and so you're going to refrigerate yours, especially if you're going to leave it out overnight. Because I intend to cook it, I need it to stay at room temperature. We are going to take the pan and we're going to put it on the lowest rack in the oven. All right, so now it's unwrapped and it's ready. Now, the rotisserie spit, it has this part here and it has a pointy end. The pointy end is not only for being able to stick it through meat. It's actually to push it into the oven. So let's get this moved here. I'm gonna push it into the oven here. Just make sure that it is there. There you go. And then now we are just going to stick it there. Bam. It's in. Here, you can see that this piece here, it goes into this groove here, and then the pointy end, oh, you can't really see it because it's in shadow. The pointy end goes into here. I'm going to turn the dial to rotisserie, and all the way up the top here, it also has its own rotisserie setting. And now we're going to, the roast is going to be turning like a rotisserie, and that's going to make it so much easier. I do not have to baste it. I do not have to do anything else. See, look at that. And that's the reason why you have to make sure everything is like pinned in perfectly. And there we go. And our lamb is done. I actually thought it was going to take a little bit longer, but that's not the case. I forgot this is bone in and it is still cooking, so I'm going to take it out of the oven. The internal temperature for this should be about 145, and our lamb is resting. I'm telling you, this is going to be such a nice, flavorful and juicy piece of lamb. It smells like lamb, but it's not gamey and yucky, because you know sometimes when people cook lamb, it don't taste good. But this right here, this is a nice piece of lamb. Additionally, I just want to point out something that I forgot to point out a bit earlier. This is only 2.13 pounds of lamb. So the amount of time that you cook, bake, rotisserie, roast your lamb will depend on if it has a bone in it or if it is boneless and how big it is. So for me, having this on the rotisserie for about 40 minutes was perfect. And then if I wanted to be a bit more well done, I could leave it in for 50 minutes, but no more than 50 minutes for a 2-pound roast in the rotisserie. The reason why is because you have to let the roast or the lamb kind of rest so that the juices can reincorporate, and you do not, under any circumstances, want to overcook it, because after you take it out of the oven, it continues to cook. That internal temperature is going to stay warm, and that's the reason why if you cut the lamb while it's still hot, the heat evaporates all of the moisture, and that's what causes your food to be dry. So if you want it to stop cooking, you pull it out, you let it rest on a wire rack or something like that so it gets evenly cooled all at the same time, and you give it some time to rest, about 20 minutes or 30 minutes. So while that's happening, I'm gonna char my kale and then make my plate and then show you what we did today. All right, and now it's time for us to carve our lamb. So I'm gonna try. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our rotisserie lamb that has been doused in this limnos lamb rub. It has mint, it has some rosemary, it has thyme, it has garlic, and so many other flavors. You can check my Instagram profile, look for this exact photo, and I'll be able to tell you where you can get yours as well as what's in it. Now, I've served this with some roasted mushrooms. I put them in some foil and I roasted them at the same time. I roasted the carrots, the baby onions, and of course the garlic. It is going to be magnifique. Plus, I have some charred kale. Oh my goodness. You just take the olive oil, you make sure that it's searing hot, you add a little bit of mustard seed or dried mustard powder, and some sage is what I used in this one. I charred the kale, added a little bit of salt, a little bit of lemon juice to brighten it up a bit, and then I added some pecans, some candied pecans right on top. And then we also have this delicious, well, I actually made some sweet potato mash, but I put it on the side because it didn't match what was going on here, but I'll show it to you when it's time to plate. I want to say thank you so much to Showman E-Bistro, our sponsor, for making it a little bit easier to bring you these episodes every single week. Go to showmanebistro.com for all of the updates on what's happening, and go to the Showman E-Bistro Instagram page if you want to know more. If you enjoyed today's recipe, please, 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 please hit that like button and then head down into the comments. Let me know what you thought about the recipe. If you like your lamb well done, medium rare, or kind of rarish, or what you would like to season yours with. Let me know if you're interested in knowing about some of the places I visit to find spices and coffee and things like that. And if you really, really are enjoying the content, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to share, because sharing is caring. Now, I'm BodineVictoria, and I want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in. Follow me at BodineVictoria across all your social media platforms. My song, Sugar in a Plum, is the intro and the extra for all of my BodinePot episodes, and so I'd appreciate it if you would download it along with the word song, across all platforms where digital media is sold and streamed. Help your girl out, give me a couple dollars. All right. And now that I have shown you how you can make yourself something absolutely delicious, absolutely easy, and not time consuming, well, you know, because you good like that, don't let any and everybody dig up in your pot. Okay. Let me see how pieces. Oh yeah. I can't. Ooh. Yes, I can't disrupt the plate too much because I didn't take the pictures yet, so I gotta go take the pictures so y'all know what the episode is. All right, bye.